Good morning, children. Good morning, artists. My name is Maureen Claffy, and I'm an artist, and so are you, children, every single one of you. I'm so delighted to be with you here today in my home making art. And today we're going to be making window art so that you can put signs of love and beauty for the whole world to see. In this time when you're not in school, how cool is that? To be able to make beautiful things that make other people happy. So I'm just looking around and making sure, I forgot my palette. I'll be right back. Okay. So, what I'm going to make today is a sign for my window. I live on kind of a busy street, and so I want people to be able to see it. And it's going to say, my daughter and I decided it would say, spread love with hearts, and then in the next window it's going to say, wash hands, so that all the thousands of cars that go by all day will get to a message of love. So this is for you, children, to be encouraged to make art when you're at home. Hi, Judy. So nice to see you. Okay, so I'm going to just put the camera down here, and this is, Facebook Live does this thing where it's kind of in reverse, so whatever you're going to watch me doing will be slightly in reverse. But the thing is that I know that you know how to do this. I'm going to use acrylic paint because it has kind of a depth to it. Watercolor is more transparent. So is ink, so is acrylic ink. And I kind of wanted it to go quickly and fluidly. So think about what you want to say. I'm using paper that's about this big. It's bigger than a normal sheet of printer paper, but please feel free to use printer paper like this. This is just a little bit bigger. And I like it when things are big. So I'm going to paint my letters that are going to say spread love and then wash hands. And then I'm going to make some hands and some hearts. So I'm going to put the camera down, and here we go. Thank you so much for being with me, children. Okay, so I know that you probably know that color can be very symbolic. And since I have red and blue and my paper is white, I wanted to do something that was red, white, and blue that would immediately remind people of our country, of our great country, and that we all belong to each other. So I'm going to do, I think most of my lettering will be in blue because it'll be easy to read. So the things that you want to communicate clearly, always make sure they're easy to read. Can you see this? So here's my blue, and I'm actually going to keep it off to the side because this paper is a tiny bit fragile. I've got water here and an angled brush. Okay, dip a little bit of water. We've done this before. You know how to do this. So dipping into my blue paint, maybe testing it out a little bit here. It's a beautiful blue. This is a phthalo blue. Just making sure it flows with a little bit of water. Okay, so I'm going to start with, what am I saying again? Spread, so a nice big S. Okay, I'm going to come back in and make sure. Water is really my friend every time I use a water-based medium. We've worked together with watercolor in the past, so this is my S. And again, my objective here is to communicate. Also to dazzle with beauty and delight, but to communicate. So I want to make sure that my S is really clear. So there's my S, the letter S. All right, I'm going to take it off. And let it dry on the counter back of me. Here's my P. I've been known to misspell things, so hopefully I'll get this right. There we go. Okay, that's a beautiful P. Reminds me of the word peace. Okay, that's 2. here's the letter R, and spread. Can make beautiful little flourishes. Make sure that it is your own signature. This is your work too, even though they're letters. Letters can be art. E is next. Remember, just focus on the beautiful way that the brush feels in your hand. Have some fun with it. Make your letters really kind of interesting if you'd like. I'll put a little edge on that. Okay, there's E. I hope these are going to fit on my window. I did a quick measurement. If not, I'll trim the paper and figure it out. EA, because we can always readjust. Okay. There we go. That's kind of cool to make the A like that little thing going on there. Okay, and then we just need a D. So I hope that you're having just a wonderful time right now, being out of school, being with your families, and I wonder if you're making art. You can be making art on a daily basis. It might be a really good idea to set up a little art supply station somewhere kind of private, or maybe like right in the middle of the kitchen. Talk to your mom and dad and see what works best for your family. I know there's probably a lot of people at home right now, and so we want to be respectful of everyone's space. So just talk to everyone and say, you know, if I had my art supplies here, how would that work? Is there a place that for me that I could work and create? Because I think we all know that making art makes us feel happy. And feeling happy right now is a great thing. And you children have a special gift of bringing all of that life and happiness to everyone that you know. Okay, here's the O in love. And so I'm feeling like I need to like make a heart here. Let's see, let's do O. Okay, we need more blue paint. So this is going to be in my window. And I hope that you make one for yours too. This was the idea, is that the children would make window art and spread all their light and love, which they're so great at, through the joy in their work, to the world during this time when we're not in school yet. There we go. And then here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a smaller brush, dip into the red over here, and I'm going to put a heart inside of it. Okay, and as you know, you are the artist. You get to make all the rules, and you can make your letters any way that you'd like. They don't have to look like mine. I just wanted you to see how I was going to address it. And you can create your letters any way you would like and decorate them any way you would like. There you go. There's my O. There's a V. This one got a tiny bit messy, but it's really fun. I'm going to move the paper a little bit like this, just to clean up this edge a little bit. I like the fact that this is wider over here. Okay. So have fun with your lettering. I'm going to just try to extend it a little bit because I wanted it to be large on the paper. So I'm just going to change that a little bit. There we go. That feels better. And it should be in proportion to the other ones. Yours don't have to be. That was just my thought. Excuse me. Okay, there's a V. And here's an E. Another one. I don't think I'll make it to match the first one. All of our letters don't have to match. You can make them any way you'd like. But I'll do another capital E just for uniformity. Art has all different types of reasons for being. And this particular art that we're making today is to communicate a message. So I think more than just my own desire to create beauty, I'm also creating with a sense of clarity to communicate. So think about that. But maybe your message, children, is just like joy. Think about what you want to put on your windows. Maybe you just want to put like a message of like anybody walking their dog past might know that like it's a great day to be happy. The sun is shining. And you know what? The sun is shining in Chicago, which is really beautiful. Okay, I'm going to use a different brush for this, and I'm going to switch to the red for the wash hands part, just to make it interesting. So since it's on two different windows, so this is going to be wash, and I hope the red will be easy to read. Sometimes red is a color, people see it as like a warning, like a stop sign, and so it's a really like intense color. So I want it to still appear friendly and happy. So I'm going to have to think about how I'm going to do that. I love that little mark right there. That's so cool. Have fun with your letters as you're making them. Okay, so that's W. Okay. Oops, I'm kind of getting messy over here. Oh, I'm so sorry. Can you still see? A. Forgot to move the paper back in line with the camera. There's my A. Okay. Make this a little bit longer. So this is going to say wash, hands, and we're going to put like hands and like smile faces in it, because washing hands is actually like a really happy, good thing. And it's a beautiful thing to wash your hands. Are you any good at it? Did your mom like maybe get some really nice soap? Do you have things that smell beautiful? Here's my S. I love making S's. They're so swishy and beautiful. Okay. All right, there's S. And again, I think on Facebook Live things are reversed, so sorry about that. If it looks funny. Here comes the H. Yeah, H. I get so lost in the work sometimes I forget. Okay, does that look okay? I think I'll make this side a little bit darker. Just gonna come back in with an additional brush stroke. Okay, so that's wash, and now we just have to do hands. Here we go. H again for helper. What other good H words are there? Hope. Hope is a great H word. That's a really nice wide H. Did you see that? I made it a little bit different than the other one. It's kind of cool to have letters different. Do you know what, you know how like you have all the different fonts on the computer? Did you know that your own handwriting is its own font? That nobody can create just like you. So thank you for bringing your special gift to your window into the world. That's H. Here comes A. Lots of red paint here. Be confident. You know how to do this, and you're amazing artists. A. Here comes N. Beautiful. Let's tighten that up right there. Bring this down. Create it fluidly. Have fun with it. You know, there's an artist, an American artist, I think it was Jackson Pollock. No, it wasn't him. Who was it? The other guy who did those. But he used to incorporate a lot of letters into his name will come back to me. He had a show at the Art Institute a couple summers ago. Okay, H-A-N. So letters are actually art. H-A-N. Here comes D. Okay. Oh, I really feel like I want to put like a heart in the middle of this one. Let me just do what I can do. Because I want this to be really happy. And I think we'll put some suns around it and some hands. I'm going to trace my hands. We're going to do that in a minute. Okay, so there we go. And D, and here comes the S. Are you ready for it? This is the last one. See, so everything has a beginning and everything has an end, children. So let's enjoy this time when we're home and with beautiful parents and family. H-A-N-D-S. Here's S. So this is wash hands. So please think about what you want your sign to say. It was really beautiful yesterday. My daughter Ann and I sat and we talked about, like, what do we want our sign to say? And she wanted hers to be like a public service announcement, which is really important, to say something that people need to hear, like remember to wash your hands. And of course, I wanted mine to be a message of hope and love. So I felt like we came up with like the perfect thing. So what's your perfect thing? Is it like, smile today, remember to laugh, jump around? I mean, like, every single one of you has a beautiful message of love. So let's put it in our windows. Let's put it in our windows. That's S. Okay? And I just want to, I'm going to make a couple of hearts. Here's my hand. So what I think I'll do with this is I'm going to take a pencil and I'm going to trace, can you guys see this? I'm going to trace my hand. All right? And I'm going to make it probably bigger. I'm going to trace big around it because I want it to be big on the paper. Keeping it still in proportion, but tracing it bigger. So this looks a little funny. Let's just see what happens when, what color do I want to make it? Predominantly red. I think I'll make this blue. Need a little bit more blue paint. And I'm gonna need more water. So let's see what happens here. And now this is a symbol of a hand, right? This isn't a real hand, but this is symbolic of what a hand looks like. Hands are beautiful things. Hands are how we help the world. Hands are, I mean, like, what separates us from animals is the fact that we have a fifth digit, a thumb, that, you know, we can grasp things. So how are we reaching our hands out? And am I doing this in a way that is recognizable as a hand? Let's hope so. If not, I can always redo it, and there's no such thing as a mistake. But think about all the doctors and nurses and our moms and dads who are so awesome in terms of helping people. Can you focus on your art and your family in this time, and can you be like super gentle with everybody at home during this time when we're kind of cooped up indoors, but our minds are free to create Okay, what do you think? What do you think of my hand? Is it okay? Looks a little on the chubby side, but it's still kind of good. So we're gonna do that one, and I'm gonna do the other side. So, and again, these are only suggestions. You know I would never tell you to make art the way I do. The world is more beautiful when you make art the way you do. Okay, so starting up here, gonna trace the other hand. So I'm tracing my, of course this is not the hand I'm used to working with, but it's good to be ambidextrous at times. Alrighty, so here we go. Another blue hand. And coming back in with blue paint. So what a beautiful opportunity to spread love and joy through the windows of your house or your apartment. Do you have crayons? Do you have paper bags from the grocery store that you can cut open? Can you find Amazon boxes that you could paint on? And you could make these messages for the windows, for the people as they go by, so that we remember that. This is a funny looking hand. I think I need to change that a little bit. I don't want anybody to be spooked out by my hand. Okay, there we go. Whoops, it's getting a little messy there. We'll have to fix that a tiny bit. Nice long digit. There we go. Ooh, beautiful. Love that. Okay, down to the side. Beautiful. That works. Let's make it, let's kind of like build out that palm a tiny bit. Okay. Finger, and make that a little bit longer. If I make that a little bit longer, maybe I'm going to make this a little bit longer. Just a tiny bit of an adjustment there. This one a little bit longer. Okay. Very good. That'll do. And now, my favorite part. My favorite part, of course, what makes me so happy is to paint hearts. So I'm going to paint a few hearts that will go on my window, and I'm going to paint them red, I think. So, makes me so happy to make that form. Children, are you breathing today? Are you happy? Are you thinking about how amazing life is? And all the beauty that's inside of you that you can express to the world? Because it's real and because it's important. So don't forget about your heart. As children, you're so connected to it in ways that adults, we kind of like, we get a little bit of distance from it. And so thank you for reminding us with your artwork that it's so important for us to be joyful right now. Okay, so I'm going to let this dry a little bit, and I might add a tiny bit of blue inside of it, but I'm not sure. Now this is going to be seen from the street, so I'm going to fill this part in so that it's recognizable as a heart, as like this shape and symbol of our human love and dignity. This beautiful thing that beats inside of our chest, oxygenates our blood, makes life possible for us, and helps us to love other people, which is such a beautiful thing. I love this symbol. Love this symbol. Love that symbol. Oh my goodness. Hello. Oh my gosh, thanks everybody for watching. It's so nice to see all of you. So that's my sign for my front window. Spread love with hearts. Wash hands with hands. Red and blue for the red, white, and blue for the United States of America, our beautiful nation. Now is the time. Children, we need you. Make beautiful art with crayons, with whatever you have in the home. Put it on your windows to remind everybody that love is real. You have the spirit. You know. The children know. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day. And I'm going to post pictures of what my front window looks like. All my best to you. All my love. See you tomorrow at 9:30. Bye-bye.